Welcome to Trestle Times Talks, the voice of Franklin, New Hampshire. This is brought to you by the Franklin Communications Group, which is a nonpartisan, volunteer-powered network bringing local news and community stories to your ears. Subscribe to stay informed, share to keep your neighbors in the know, and if you've got news to share, the contact details are in the show notes. Now, here's what's happening in Franklin. Hey everyone, thank you for joining us today. Today we are joined by Lindsey Tarbin from our very own Botanical Gardens, Tarbin Gardens. Hey Lindsey, thank you for coming on the podcast today.
Thank you for having me.
I am personally very excited to have you. You are one of the first people that I wanted to have because I absolutely love gardening, and I was so shocked when I found out that Franklin has botanical gardens.
We do.
Maybe you can tell us a little bit about how the botanical gardens got started.
Yeah. Tarbin Gardens was a hobby gone wild. So it started with my father wanting to build his own garden in his backyard, which he started when he was 17. And his passion project took off, and he kept going and kept adding more and more gardens to we're now at 5 acres. And we built the business around the gardens. So this was a labor of love that we decided we had to share with everybody.
And for those of you that are watching, we are showing pictures of the gardens in the background here as well. So please enjoy the lovely garden photography while we chat it up. So your dad started the gardens as a hobby. I visited the gardens once recently, and it is pretty expansive. You guys have like trails through the woods. Tell us about some of the features that you guys have at the gardens.
Yeah, we have 5 acres of different gardens that range from full shade to full sun. We have ponds, we have bulbs, it's mostly perennial. It takes visitors usually an hour or two to walk through. We also have 2 different tropical greenhouses, so as you can see on the screen now, it's not just limited to just what will grow in New Hampshire, but everything you could grow in New Hampshire.
So the greenhouses I particularly enjoyed. It made me feel like I was in Arizona. They have like the biodome. It is warm and it is humid in there, and you feel like you're in the middle of a jungle. But no, you're just in Franklin, New Hampshire.
Yeah, a very different backdrop, especially for our photo shoots that want something tropical or jungle-esque.
That's very true.
Yeah, really unique wedding shots, and it allows you to see what some of these houseplants you might buy will look like at full size. Like your Monstera that might be, 3 feet tall. Ours goes about 20 feet now.
Yes. So about that, the age of the plants differ depending on when your father decided to put them in. You have quite a few large trees.
Yep, exactly. It was a hobby to begin with, so it was every plant he wanted to have, and he decided he wanted to grow all of them. So he's put in just about every plant we can get our hands on. Like I said, he kind of started with his trees at first and his shrubbery. So that's all, to full size. Then came all the bulbs and then the perennial plants. So now we have a huge collection of hostas. Astilbes give us most of our colors. Our lily collection is quite impressive now.
Mm-hmm. And they smell good too. They do smell good when you walk through the lily garden. It's beautiful.
And our goal is to have things flowering from, June 1st through to the end of September. So people ask, when's the best time of year to come? There are, sort of more colorful when we consider peak, but we try to keep it flowering and beautiful all year round.
Wonderful. You actually have more than plants and flowers on location as well. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Do you mean our cats that roam the gardens, or do you mean
You
our
have cats,
stations?
you have birds, you
Yep.
do have farm animals. Are those part of the gardens?
Yes, we have 2 goats to pet. We have geese and chickens in our barnyard. We have 2 rabbits. We have a cockatoo and a monk parakeet, a little more tropical. and we do have cats that roam the gardens that are for visitors to pet.
That's wonderful. You guys also have multiple spaces where you could sit and enjoy a meal.
We do,
Um,
yes. We encourage picnics. We have patio tables and chairs. We also, you're welcome to bring a lawn, spread out actually in the gardens a little deeper, and then we have benches to relax. So you're welcome to do kind of whatever you'd like in the gardens. You can come for a tour and just tour around and leave in an hour, or you can stay for, the day, bring a picnic. We have people that will bring their easels to paint, people who like to come and read or sketch. We've even had people
yeah.
play some games, so it's an open space for you to have what you need, whether it's a relaxing escape or if it's to catch up with somebody and have fun. We try to be a
Yes.
beautiful space to share.
So instead of going for a walk on the beach, you can go for a walk through the gardens.
Exactly.
Yeah. It is very beautiful there, and I was very surprised at how differing the different environments you have. I mean, if you want wooded and shaded, there's areas for that. Like if you want to be cool, and there's more open areas as well.
Yes, the
Um,
gardens never get too hot, which is nice. So throughout the summer, you can even visit on a 90-degree day.
yes, yeah, that is very nice because there are some larger, more just pine trees and whatnot too to keep the shade.
Yes, we've kept the natural in.
You guys also have a play area for kids, right?
We do. Yep, with swing sets and a slide
So if you bring your kids and they're not too excited about the flora, there's a place for them to play.
and some animals to see too.
That's true. That's true. Um, so have you guys ever had, a challenge with this? I know it's a lot of space. What are your challenges and how do you overcome them?
Our challenges are, of course, maintaining the gardens. There are three of us, and one person is my grandmother. So it's mostly the two of us, and we luckily have a helper now as well. But we do our best to find the right balance of nature and gardening. So that way our gardens are low maintenance but beautiful. And that's something a lot of visitors are interested. How do I make my garden beautiful, but I don't have that much time to maintain it? So we say it's the perennials. You
Yes,
want to put them
ma'am.
in so that it comes back on its own and you're more deadheading, doing the occasional weeding. But finding that balance, and that's why a lot of people say it looks like a fairy tale. That's because we've let it go natural. We
The
can't keep
secret
everything.
garden, right? There's a little bit of naturalness to it. It's not a strict English garden. It's
And it encourages the nature in the gardens, like the birds and the bees, the butterflies, because they want that variety. They want a jewel weed plant once in a while, and we don't have the time to get them all.
Yeah, it is extremely beautiful. What do you guys like about being part of our local community? You have a venue there as well. Tell us a little bit about the community and then your venue.
We love being part of Franklin. Franklin is it's a community that wants to come together, and it's building so well now that we're really trying to share the word more now that we are all coming together. And Franklin has a lot of really nice natural areas, a lot of hiking encouragement, all the kayaking encouragement. So we love being another outdoor activity place
Yes.
to add
Yeah.
to that. Get outside, enjoy the nature, the fresh air.
Yeah, if you want to go for a walk through the beautiful woods, but you're not familiar with hiking, you don't want to get lost in the woods, Tarbin Gardens is perfect. You can't accidentally leave.
Yeah, and if you don't have the chance or the space to have the garden you want, you can come and enjoy ours.
So that leads to another good question. Since there's only three of you maintaining it, do you guys work with volunteers?
We haven't had any volunteers, but we do welcome them. Unfortunately, we don't have a lot of time to guide and educate our volunteers, so it helps if sort of your basic weeds. But we appreciate any deadheading. Sometimes visitors on their visit will snap a couple daylilies, and we're like, thank you.
It's hard not to sometimes.
Yeah. No, once you have the eye for it, anywhere you see them, you're tempted.
That's great. And you guys also have a fairly large pond. Is it a pond? I guess it's a pond. Is that a natural pond?
We have 3 ponds that we've built. and one is natural. The natural one is over by our reception tent, and then the
Yes.
other three we put in, all the fountains we put in ourselves.
The fountains are, I love watching and listening to them. Um, they're beautiful. They're absolutely beautiful.
Yeah,
So,
that's
um, your peak week, what is that? You mentioned that. What's your peak week?
peak week is for our visitors that are looking for the best time to visit. So while we
Okay.
try to keep it beautiful at all times, this is when the most flowers come into bloom and the most colors visible around the whole gardens. So it starts with all of our hostas blooming, which are mostly purple. And then we have a purple astilbe that covers the gardens. Then come in all the hydrangeas and the lilies. And it's the most flowers, the most colors, the best. If you were to take a picture, you'd want to come now.
So, are we in peak week now?
We are on the tail end of it. So it's
Yes.
mid July to the end of July, and then it goes into about the first week of August as we transition away from the hostas and more into the lilies and the hydrangeas come into full show.
Okay, that's awesome. So we're in peak week now, and that happens every year.
It does.
Um, but there's always something to see, even if you're not in peak week for sure. There's so much
Exactly.
stuff. Yeah.
In June, we have the shrubbery and the trees. So we have buckeyes flowering, rhododendrons are out. Then in
Oh, they're
July, like I
nice.
said, the hostas is still be. August are hydrangeas and lilies. And then September, we have anemones and this plant called Actea, which has a big white lacy flower.
Nice.
Yeah, always
Wonderful.
something in bloom.
So your event venue is something that occurred after the hobby. Tell us about that because that's a pretty big thing.
That started as well as sort of a passion project, but from our visitors. So the first weddings that happened at Tarbin Gardens, we didn't have anything to offer. We weren't doing them, and people said, "Please, could we?" And we
Yeah.
said, "Sure, if you want to." And they said, "We would love to." And that's what inspired us to make that sort of pivot to we should offer this, and we can offer it in an affordable way so that local couples can actually get married here, and we actually have a lot of couples that will travel out of their area to us because it's more affordable. We're not trying to, we want you to have your wedding. So we
Yeah.
keep it as affordable as we can. But we have two different ceremony gardens you can choose from. We have a cocktail hour space and we have a full reception area. And we're also closed on the Saturday if visitors might be wondering why. We're closed on Saturdays so that they have the whole day for their wedding.
That's wonderful. So their guests could just roam the gardens when they come to their wedding.
A lot of couples will put the garden map on their like program, for example.
That's really cool.
Yeah, so you can have lawn games on the lawn. Visitors can tour at their leisure. We have the cats roaming around, and you have the whole area as yours to kind of curate. You can decorate any part.
That's wonderful.
Yeah,
It's like
and
having your own English garden, but it's that's very cool.
exactly your own little wonderland to.
Yeah. And you get to play in the Wonderland. Well, for you, it's work almost every day. Um, Maybe tell us a little bit about what people can expect when they come to visit. That was something I wasn't sure of. Right from parking to meeting the person at your, what do you call it? Gift
Gift
shop
shop.
welcome building? Yeah.
Yeah, entrance. Yep. So that'll be me. You'll meet me when you visit. So when you park at Tarbin Gardens, we have on-site parking. Um, and when you come up, you'll come to our gift shop slash entrance building. You'll meet with me. I give you a map, and we say, lead yourself to get lost. Go have fun. And the map does lead you around by the numbers so that you can tour it in order if you like, or we can say we encourage wandering. Have fun. And people will just go and wander as they please. People a lot of times take a second loop because they find the more they view, the more they find.
That is
We
really cool.
also, like we said, we have the benches on property so you can sit and relax at any time. You're also welcome to go back to your car at any point to grab your picnic or if you need another sweatshirt. And we do occasionally have people who will visit, go downtown, have some crepes, get some coffee, and then come back to enjoy the rest of their day.
That sounds pretty ideal. I'm not gonna lie. Um, so, how do people get in touch with you about the event venue if they want to do that?
Through our website, tarbingardens.com. We have a form you can fill out, or you can shoot us an email at info@tarbingardens.com.
And you have on your website particular photos of people, that have had ceremonies and receptions there previously, so they can kind of get a feel for what it's like.
Yes, go to our wedding page and go to the bottom to see our photo gallery, and plenty on Facebook as well.
I highly suggest, if you're not sure where you want your wedding venue to be and you have a budget, just go visit. I mean, even if you decide not to have it there, it's so worth the visit, let me tell you. Speaking of visiting, you have upcoming events.
I do.
Yeah, so tell us about those.
So we have yoga in the gardens. So you are in the heart of our gardens, actually on the lawn in your background. And everyone brings a mat, and we have a local teacher from Salisbury named Sheri. We have Sunday morning yoga on August 17th and September 14th at 9 a.m. It goes for an hour. And then we have a special class coming in which we have a sound bath with the yoga. So a woman will be playing singing bowls to add to the bird songs, the sounds of the waterfall. And that will be on September 3rd in the evening at 5:30.
Oh, that's nice. So it'll be cool. Oh, that sounds really awesome.
Yeah, really nice lighting. It's a beautiful time.
And you also have a Facebook page, correct?
We do. Yep.
Yeah, so follow them on Facebook if you want to keep up with what events are coming on. In the show notes, I have provided for you the upcoming events and I believe the links to them. So if you want to buy tickets ahead of time, go ahead and do that. Lindsey, it's been great having you on. Is there anything else you want to share with us about the gardens? I don't know, something you love about them yourself.
I love them because every corner is a new surprise. There could be a chipmunk eating an acorn. There could be a tree frog sitting in a flower or if you sit, you get to see the hummingbirds play with each other. So the magic that that the gardens foster is amazing. You'll see in some of the pictures in the background, just some of them are so sweet where it's like, wow, I get my camera out and I get so excited myself.
I took tons of pictures.
It's a wonderland. It's fun. And then also we do weddings, but we also love to have baby showers, bridal showers, any event you want to have.
Ooh, a birthday party? Yeah, that would be cool. That's a great idea. Yeah, you could even have like a family reunion or
Exactly. Yep.
any of those things, like a club outing or something of that nature.
Our gardens are your canvas. We also encourage garden clubs, of course, and any kind of garden enthusiast groups.
Yes, absolutely. Well, it's been wonderful having you on, and I hope that this brings the news of the wonderful Tarbin Gardens that we have right here in Franklin, New Hampshire. We have the secret, wonderful, beautiful gardens in our very own town, amongst all the other wonderful things that we have. This is one of the outdoor places where you can go and enjoy the scenery, the animals. It's just quiet, and it's really wonderful. I went there before a rainstorm, and the breeze was just so awesome. And you know what? I was okay with it raining while I was there because it just felt like I would have cover if I wanted cover. There's definitely some trees there that have like a very umbrella type feel to them.
Yep, we have umbrellas to borrow in case too.
Yes, you do. And there's some artwork too in your welcoming building.
Yes, in our gift shop we have artwork, honey for sale, and some goat milk soap as well.
And you have an actual bathroom as well. You don't have to go to the bathroom in the garden, guys. There's a real bathroom there.
Correct, it's not a porta potty, proper bathroom.
It's pretty luxurious. So everyone who's been watching, thank you so much. Please feel free to share with your friends or loved ones who love plants, who love being in nature. It's definitely a wonderful place to visit. Thank you so much again, Lindsey, for being on our show. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you for sharing.
Thanks for tuning in to the Trestle Times Talks from the Franklin Communications Group. Like, subscribe, and share to support local voices. And if there's news we should cover, our contact info is in the notes. Until next time, stay informed, stay engaged, and stay Franklin strong.